dropped off in Chinatown, and we're given just over half an hour to eat lunch. Somehow, I'm not sure how this is going to work. Oh, this stuff smells good. I won't argue that. Man. They have a Buddhist temple here, which seems to make sense in a place called Chinatown. But there's also this feeling like it still doesn't seem quite real, as they've got a mall that they named Chinatown Complex. You'll recall how I said about Bali and the resort that I was at, and how it all seemed a little artificial. Singapore is kind of like it's all the entire city is this way. You never know what's real and what isn't. I mean, I don't doubt that these things are real. The goods that are being sold are actual physical goods. And if you can wear them or enjoy them, it's sort of a non-issue beyond that. But likewise, the bustling food stalls are kind of impressive, but there's also kind of this intimidating, what do I pick? And for that matter, how do I pay for it? Because I don't have any local currency. The dollar figures are a little weird too, because for once, the Singapore dollar is doing a lot better than it was when I was here last time. Back then it was like 2 to 1. Here it's $1.30 something to 1. The Singapore dollar has strengthened. Oh, yeah, I was afraid of that. Went to one place and immediately was like, yeah, sure, you can pay with the Pay Now app. And I'm like, I don't have that. They don't take plastic. So I think I'm kind of out of luck. Given the fact that we are limited on time, I may just have to wait until later on. So we got more things here, but if there's no means to pay for it, there's not a whole lot I can do. Yeah, everything up there is scan to pay, and if I don't have the app, there's nothing I can do. And at this point, I'm starting to run out of time already. Now, half an hour is not enough time to eat a leisurely lunch. So, kind of stuck with this. It's not like I can't manage, and it's not like I shouldn't do this a little more often as it is. So, just as well. Still, it's a little annoying. Well, I'm not going to go so far as to say it's a disappointment. I kind of really wasn't expecting much. And, you know, given the amount of time that we had and how many stops we were going to make, this shouldn't surprise me in the least. But it is a little bit problematic not to have any means to do anything here. But it can't be helped. If I thought I had the time, of course, I'd do what I've done in Korea and Japan and Vietnam and get some local currency out of an ATM or something like that. But the fact of the matter is, I've literally got, at this point, 10 minutes. That isn't enough to get the cash, decide on a place an order, have them cook it, eat it, and get back on the bus. It's just not possible. So, you know, you kind of shrug and go, it is what it is, and move on with your day. At least I can get back on the ship, and I'll have put in my steps, and since I haven't eaten, I might just be able to check myself and show that I'm doing pretty well. We'll see where it goes from there. It's interesting how even as I'm walking through, there's somebody at one store or another, one stall or another, going, hey, Can I interest you in this? Even, and it's just kind of like, I don't even have to try and deny them because, again, it's like with Vietnam. Once they start actually approaching me and asking if I'd like something from their store, it's like, even if I wanted to say yes, I'm gonna turn around and go, no, I'm not interested the slightest. Complete with a guy going, hey, selfie man. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna ignore you completely because that was uncalled for. And at least by holding this around, there's a certain distancing effect where I don't have to interact with somebody because they see I'm interacting with this phone. So I guess there's something to be said for that. Boy, it really is sweltering here too. You're 1 degree from the equator and you're about 35 degrees above 0 Celsius. Not the most pleasant. And to think, they live like this all the time. Blows my mind. Well, moment of truth, guys. Let's see if going without this entire time actually makes a difference. Here we go. Well, looks like 222. That's pretty darn good. I may or may not be back here today, but at least that's progress.